Hello, welcome. So today is going to be a bit more of a chilled video because I'm going to be reviewing a Hydrofacial machine. This is a treatment I have wanted to try out, either going to have it done professionally or finding a machine that works well at home for the longest time. It can be quite expensive. When I last looked, which was probably about 3 months ago now, at a salon close to me, a course was looking at around £500. So it is quite pricey. However, I've got a machine from MYCHWAY, I think it's called, and this machine costs £239, I think it is. So half the price of the course that I was looking at, but obviously you can use this over and over, so it's a lot more cost effective. It's quite a big machine. I've got it here. I've still got to connect everything, which I'm going to do with you in a minute. So I can't really hold it up to the camera very well. But looking at the machine, it says cold and hot setting, ultrasound, a scrubber. Not too keen on those, I might skip that bit. A spray and the hydrofacial part of it. Now, I do have 20 years experience in the beauty industry, used to own my own salon pre-pandemic, and although I am quite clued up when it comes to most beauty treatments, hydrofacials weren't really a thing until I stopped doing beauty therapy, so this is very new to me as well. So the good thing about hydrofacials is they are actually catered to everyone, so it doesn't matter what your skin type, your skin tone, these are suitable for everyone. They're also one of the very rare beauty treatments where you actually get immediate results from them as well, with zero downtime. Plus, not only are hydrofacials designed to work for the skin health long term, but they do also work to give you that instant glow, as well as improving skin conditions long term, such as fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, acne, large pores, oily skin and congestion as well. As I showed you briefly on the machine earlier, there are a number of modes that you can incorporate into your beauty treatment. So it is also personalised, and depending on how you want to personalise it, you can actually help to brighten the skin, you can calm the skin, you can clarify. Obviously, the main one is that it can add hydration. It can also increase firmness, help to restore the skin barrier. And of course, it helps to smoothen and refine the skin as well. And of course, as I've already mentioned, there is zero downtime to this, which is great. So you can do this and then immediately you can, if you want to, apply makeup. Now, some people that have more sensitive skin or rosacea, like myself, I'm expecting this to happen to me as well, will probably experience some redness straight after using it. This can last around 72 hours, but it will die down eventually. And doing some research into hydrofacials in general, a lot of people are saying that they're actually enjoying the improved appearance of hydration for up to 7 days, which is one of the reasons that I wanted to look into it. Because if you've seen my skincare videos or makeup videos in the past, it's not too bad at the moment, but in the past, I've really struggled with dry patches, especially this time of the year when it's colder, around here, around sort of my jaw line, just here as well. I tend to get, and around my hairline, I tend to get quite dry, which is one of the reasons, or the main reason I should say, that I looked into doing hydrofacials in the first place. It says hydrofacials can improve a variety of skin conditions like wrinkles, brown spots over time. More importantly, hydrofacials are highly effective at improving your skin health overall. Right then, so that gives us a little bit of background knowledge around hydrofacials in general. So let's try it out. I'm gonna put the machine together with you because there's a lot to this. Okay, so here is everything that you get with the machine. As you can see, there is quite a lot here. This is obviously the main machine, and then we have all of these attachments, hoses. There's also a few bits here as well to help to put the machine together. So you don't actually need a screwdriver, which is good because I don't have one. So the first thing you need to do is we've got this bit here, which has, where have I put them? We've got these two little shelves holders that we need to attach to the sides just here. So we've got this little, what looks like an Allen key. Well, it is kind of like a tiny Allen key, but it's got a little screwdriver bit on the end, which is really quite handy. So we've now got our two like holders on the sides just here to put our attachments onto. You'll also notice in the package that you get 2 spare fuses as well, which is really handy. On the back here, this part here, that can come out. You need to use something to just stick there, and this will slip out. So if you need to replace the fuse, you can just pop that into there. So it's really good that we've got 2 of those. So we're going to take the filter next and pop this on. You'll notice that without opening it, it's got these little rubber rings on it. And again, in this little package here, we have lots of spare rings as well to replace if they need to be. So this simply pops into the back here. And you want to make sure that you really push this in as much as you can until you can't push it anymore, because if you've got any air getting in, you're not going to get that vacuum, so it's not going to work correctly. So really make sure that you push that in right. We're next going to take the ultrasound piece and we're going to attach that one. It does actually say on here what you need to attach where, which is really helpful. Then we're going to take the bio piece and pop that in the next one. Then the scrubber. The hot and cold piece. The hydro piece needs to go in this one just here. And then the sprayer just underneath that as well. So as you can see, we've now got all of the wires attached. Oh, the power cable, that needs to go in as well, just down the bottom here. Okay, so moving around to the front, we have these 2 bottles just here, what they just pull out like that. And then we have these solutions here as well. So I've got 3. So this solution is going to go into both of these 2 A and B bottles. So we'll pop half of that one into there. It's quite thick, so I was expecting it to be more like just water, but it's not. It's actually quite thick. So I'll pop that one in there and then into the A bottle. Just pop the rest in there because it's pretty much all of it anyway. So I have double cleansed, so my skin is all prepped and ready to go. I'm going to start off with the Hydrofacial part. So that'll be this one here. There is a dial at the bottom here, so you can change it from minimum to maximum if you want to. I'm going to start quite low with it being the first time that I've used it. I think I'm going to go on to about the 3rd notch, I think, on the dial. So can you see just here? So I've gone on to the 3rd one just here. There is little heads in this bag here, so you can change them up as and when you wish. Obviously just make sure to keep them nice and sanitized in between use. I'm going to start off with a larger bit, then I'm going to change it to one of the smaller bits for the smaller areas. So I'm just going to put the large piece on first. It literally just screws on, it's really easy. So I'm going to select the function to go to Hydro just here. There we go, so Hydro, and then we're going to change the time to 5 minutes. It's recommended to do this between 5 and 10 minutes. So we're going to start off with 5. There we go. And then this nozzle here will control the water, I believe. And it's recommended that you use no more than 50%. So we're going to go right down to, again, I think I'm going to take it to about the 3rd notch just here. Right, so we're going to take this piece here. And when you use this, before I do it properly, from what I've seen, wires, from what I've seen, you kind of use a twisty motion like that, like a spiral motion, and then just kind of go back over it again, over that area. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to press play. I'm just going to start the machine. Do a little twisty. I could probably go a bit higher than that, but I'm a bit worried. I don't want to bruise or anything with it being my first time. It's very quiet. It's not too loud. I thought it'd be really loud, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like, I was worried it might be like one of those, oh, I need to keep going. I was worried it might be like one of those, you know, the blackhead sucker things that are really strong and can actually be quite damaging. This isn't at all. I think the fact that you can adjust it, I've got it quite low. So it's quite good that you can kind of adjust it like that. And have it exactly, you know, how you want it. So it doesn't have to be like those, you know, they call them mychwayreview pens, but they're not really. But those, they're like set just to one strong level. I'm not going to take it too close to my eye. I'm just going up to the contour just here where you can feel that bone. Oh, I can pause it, that's handy. So yeah, that's both sides now done of my cheeks. I still need to do the rest. I just wanted to show you this. You can see it's a little bit red, but it's not too bad at all. You know, it's I can cope with that, and that will probably die down quite quickly as well. There's no like broken capillaries or anything, you know, like that. It's just surface redness. But having rosacea myself, I get that anyway, even if I'm just doing skincare, because of just the pressure on my face. So yeah, I'm really happy so far, you know, that it's going really well. The only thing I will say, which I don't know, maybe it's something that I did wrong, was it kind of spits out every now and then. It like spits out the liquid. But I mean, it's not a big issue, but yeah, that's the only thing I will say. So I'm going to move on to the nose now. So I'm going to remove the larger piece, pop that to the side, ready to clean. Take in the small bit. I said about the screw on earlier, they don't, they actually just push on. But again, they have the little rubber band things, so you can change those over as and when you need to. It's quite good that you can pause it, you know. Well, it's very good for filming, but I suppose when you need to change over and that as well. Right, so same, just okay, so there we go. That's all of the hydro part now done. Yeah, very pleasant. It's not painful at all, and I can already see that the redness is starting to die down, so that's really good. Still a bit pink, but yeah, not that bad at all. So as we can see, if we look here, this is where we have the excess liquid that we've just used. I don't think there's much in there because I did use it quite low, but with it being my first time. But I would expect that, you know, if you did it for a longer period of time, you had the water set to, you know, more water, that you would obviously get a lot more out of it. But bearing in mind, as you saw, the liquid is clear. Look how cloudy that is. That's pretty grim. Do you know what I mean? That is all that's come from my skin. That's basically dirt, debris that's embedded like deep into my pores. Yeah. Wow. Well, it obviously works, you know, the proof is in the pudding right there. Gosh, well, there you go. I thought, well, I am very good with my skincare, but it just goes to show you, doesn't it, how much is like embedded deep into your pores. Shocking. So we're going to move on to the sprayer next. As you can see, we've got a little vial just here. I'm just going to take, that's very easy. I'm just going to take that out and pop in a little bit of that liquid. So again, using the function button, we can change it to spray, as you can see just there. It's recommended 5 to 8 minutes, so we are going to go for 5 again, I think. 5 minutes, and again, press on. So this button here, as you press it, the amount of times you press it, it changes how intense the spray comes out. And then you can use this just against the skin. It says about 1.5 centimeters. It's really nice and cold, so it will help to contract the pores. Also feels so nice. Oh, I tell you what, do you know what, on a hot day, this would be incredible. When it gets super hot in the summer, I might just sit here with this. I will say, just be mindful when you're doing this. Don't get it too close to, obviously I'm just going to shut them, but don't get it too close to the eye or up the nose. Lovely. Oh, do you know what? That's really helped with the redness as well. Look, it's pretty much gone now. So the next step that it recommends to do is to use the sonic scrubber. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of these. So I'm not going to be using this bit, but what you will normally do is leave your face wet from the sprayer, so don't wash it off. Then you will select on the function mode to scrubber. There. Set your time again. So you do 5 minutes or whatever, 5 to 10, and then you will select on, and as you can hear, it sends through sonic pulses into the scrubber, so it kind of gets deeper into the skin, and you will just go over the skin in like a light scraping motion. I'll show you on one little bit. So you're going to be doing it like that. And then basically continue that all over. My skin doesn't like these, so just continue that all over your face until you're done, basically. And what these are supposed to do is basically just helps to remove any dirt, debris, any excess that is left on the surface of the skin after you've done that part of the treatment. And next we're going to take, which looks like a microphone, doesn't it? We're going to take the cold hammer. This will also help to contract the pores and help to smooth and calm any irritation. So on the machine, we are going to select the hot and cold method. So function to the hot and cold one, and then we're going to change the energy level this time. So we're going to move that up to 5, and again the time we're going to set that to, I think I might go for 10 this time. I like the sound of this one. And then you're going to want to apply a gel of some sort. I'm just going to use this one. This is the Medicube Collagen Jelly Cream. So I am going to, have I got a, yeah. Just take a little spatula. I'm going to use this underneath it. Works quite well as a kind of a lubrication kind of thing. I use it with my Medicube devices as well. Again, you can hear it. And this one, you're going to go in circular motions. It feels really cold, but in a good way. Okay, I'm moving on to the other side now. Around the chin, and then I'll do the forehead afterwards as well. Next, we're going to take the ultrasound mode, and this will help to stimulate cell regrowth, and it also helps with nutrient introduction as well to the skin. Again, we are going to change the function to ultrasound. We're going to change the energy to, whoops, where is it? 4. And I'm going to put it down to about 10 minutes, I think. There, 10 minutes. Again, I've just got a bit of that gel on there, so I'm going to press start again. Once again, we are going to go in circular motions. And very lastly, we are going to move on to the Bio tool, and what this does is it helps to firm and tighten the skin and also promote cellular permeability and metabolism as well. So for this one, we are going to move on to the Bio function like that, and then we're going to change the time to 10 minutes. 10 to 15 is recommended. Energy level 4. Then we're going to apply gel, essence, serum, whatever you want to. I'm actually going to go in with my serum now, so I'm using this one here. This is an April Skin one. It's the TXA Niacinamide Toning Shot. It's quite a jelly sort of consistency, so I thought it would work quite well. And it takes a while to sink in as well. And with this one, it's slightly different because we're going to be moving a little bit backwards and forwards like this. Yeah, that gives a really good slip, that serum does. So a little bit of backwards and forwards, like in certain areas, like here where we've got the jaw. And then circular, like around the chin. On the cheeks, basically all the larger areas that you can see, we're doing circular motions here. And then where you feel bone, you can move backwards and forwards like that. So there's one cheek, and then basically I'm going to do that again all over my face. And then of course you can continue with the rest of your skincare. So for me it is early, so it'll be moisturiser and SPF, and then I'll be done, because obviously done everything else doing that. So yeah, it feels absolutely incredible. I love how my skin looks. As I say, you get instant results from it. I know obviously some of it will be from the skincare that I've used, but it doesn't normally look this glowy. What I'm really impressed about is how even it looks. It looks a lot plumper as well, which is probably because it's been absolutely pumped with hydration. Yeah, and round here, which is where I get really bad, like large pores, they're still there, obviously, but they're not half as visible. My skin looks a lot healthier in general as well. And it's such a pleasant treatment, like to do to yourself, to have done, you know, it's really nice. I've really enjoyed sitting here. I've been sat here for about 3 hours doing this. Obviously it's taken me longer because I'm filming, but I've really, really enjoyed this. I have, honestly. It just feels so good. Like, you know, my skin feels incredible. It feels so plump. I can't get over how much more even it looks as well. I can't wait to see what it's like tomorrow. I always find when you do stuff like this, the day after is when you really notice it. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. So I hope you found that helpful. As always, I will link the product in the description box below for you, along with a discount code if I can find one as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.